Now, there's something I want to mention. Mental labor is other than physical labor. And there's even labor that is harder than mental labor, and that is spiritual labor. You see, to labor in the spirit, to labor spiritually, it's even harder than mental labor. And guess what? Many of us as Africans, we're even naturally strong hearts. Is spiritual labor. Many of us can tarry spiritually longer than most other races in the world, like most other people in the world, And then for a long time, you see, we've been laboring but not getting the right results. Like our spiritual labor should be concentrated or should be focused on fighting for our freedom. That is where our prayer comes in. Like when you labor in prayer, now you want to direct your prayer to fighting for your freedom. You don't just want to pray like you're praying a generic prayer, or you're praying just for yourself, or you're praying for like, oh, okay, you know, like mini prayer or miniature prayer. You want to go for the jugular. You want to go fight the main cross. You see, you want to go for the real thing, which is fighting for your freedom. So you want to engage some spiritual weapons, some spiritual power and authority to fight for the freedom of yourself and your people. And that is all we've been talking about. Like, you sit down, okay, look at all these things we're talking about. Sit down and look at what is the problem that we're going through. You see, not just like, okay, I'm just telling you all these things. Look at it. We have a serious problem we are going through on our continent. And we say the main cause of our problem are these demons in the West, these colonial demons. You can go find out by yourself. You say, don't just believe me for I'm saying it. Go find out by yourself. You understand what I'm telling you? You see? You understand that it's not like it's because some will say, oh, but let's focus on our own leaders. Let's focus on our own politicians. I said those ones are puppet to the West. They're puppet to the demons in the West. They're puppet to them. So if you deal with these ones, you've still not solved the problem. It's like you're dealing with the symptoms. You see that now? You've not solved the problem. If you have not dealt with the colonial demons in the West, those that are controlling them, telling them what to do, you're not solving the problem anyways. You see? That's why we need to deal with the cause. When Jesus said the enemy has done this, he focused on the cause of the problem. Exactly. So we must know what is the cause of your problem. And again, what some are saying like, oh, but are you playing blame game? Are you shifting responsibility? Are they still controlling your country? It says like it's like you're not thinking, you don't understand these things, you don't get the real picture. That you are addressing the cause, or you figure out, you identify the cause of a problem. Does that mean you're shifting responsibility, or you're finding a way to solve your problem? Because if we do not find the cause, how are we going to solve the problem? How are we going to find a solution to the problem? You see that now? So what I'm saying is, even when you labor spiritually, you want to focus your labor into something productive, into something significant, something very important about your life. Like, you can as well leave every other thing and focus on this. Because this doesn't only affect now, it affects your future, it affects your family, it affects your children and your children's children. It affects everything about you. So you can as well put your spiritual attention to this. Africans, let's labor spiritually on this. When you have spiritual power, spiritual authority, what is it for? If it's not to get results like this is extremely important for us as Africans, anywhere you're in the world. You're a Christian, put your attention to this, pray fervently and destroy the works and the plans of these demons that are vowed to keep Africa poor and underdeveloped. Because it is because Africa is poor, that's why you're running away from Africa. Because Africa is poor, that's why you run to the UK. You see, those demons there, they are the colonizers. That's why you run to the US. That's why you're running up and down. You're running to Europe, you're running to Australia, running to all these countries. If Africa is good today, you go back home. So you're in those Western countries now because home is not good. So why don't you put your time aside? Why don't you put your precious time and address this problem? That's what I'm saying. You can't just be there, keep serving them, and then you think, oh, you're waking up, you're going to work, you come back home, you're just living. I just see some of us just living mediocre life, and you think you're on top of the world. What's wrong with you? You've bought apartments, you've bought property, you've bought cars, you've bought whatever, and then you think you're on top of the world. Something is wrong with you. You're not important in the world. You're not significant. You're not adding any value. You're just a money-making machine. You're not adding any value at all. You're supposed to go back home and serve your people. You're supposed to go back home and impact people. That's when your talent and your gift and your potential is needed, not in these Western countries. They don't need you. Anyways, they need you for dirty jobs. That's what they need you for. Not anything important. But your people need you more than these demons. Your people need you more than these devils. But there you're there, serving them, collecting peanuts. And then you think you're on top of the world. They gave you peanuts, you bought property, you bought apartments, you're living like rats, and then you think you're on top of the world. Like, what is this? You need to wake up, my friend. You need to wake up. Like Africans, let's put our spiritual attention to this. Engage your spiritual power and authority and deal with these demons and devils. I said we need to address this problem spiritually first. We need to engage our spiritual weapons. Look at what the scripture says. It said the weapon of our warfare, they are not carnal, but they are mighty through God to the pulling of strongholds, casting down imagination, and bringing every thought under the authority of Christ. Exactly. You need to bring their evil thoughts under the authority of Christ. I said everything that any human being does on the planet Earth, anything that any human being does, anything at all, think about it. Even think about you. It comes from the thoughts. Anything that anybody has done at all comes from their thoughts. I said deal with their thoughts. Destroy their evil thoughts. Destroy all of their evil thoughts for Africa. That's why they've kept us in slavery for many years, even up to now. They call it neocolonialism. That's what they're doing. Enslaving us day and night, oppressing us. See what they're doing with their leaders, with their politicians. You see, every time they are in debt, they are paying loans, they are increasing inflation. It's affecting ordinary citizens. People are getting impoverished. They are getting more and more impoverished. And some are living luxurious, opulent lifestyles. You see, because that's what they want. Only few ones are enjoying. They are looting the resources, while the masses, they are in abject poverty and hunger. And then you want to be quiet and sit down there and stay abroad and be enjoying yourself, going for vacation. Like, are you okay? Like, you need to think about your future. Even look at your children, look at your family. Are you living life? They've adopted all these demonic Western cultures and lifestyle, and then that's why you want to live your life now. That's why you want to live. I'm asking you, like, are these real African values that we have in all these Western countries? See, many of our African children, they've adopted this demonic, Western behaviors. See, many of them are disrespectful. Many of them they don't even have just normal courtesy. They don't have cultural values. And then that's why you want to live for the rest of your life. I mean, that's the future that you've envisioned. That's your future. Like, are you thinking about your life? Are you thinking about your future? Is that how you want your children to live their life? They can't even speak your language. They can't speak your language. Like, we need to wake up. I see some of us are sleeping here. We're sleeping. We're slumbering. We need to wake up. You need to wake up. You can't keep on going like this. We need to fight. I said we need to fight for our freedom, and we have to put all our attention to this. You cannot keep quiet. You cannot just be watching and let's hope things will get better. You hope things will get better, and things will get better. It will just happen overnight. Like, seriously, you need to open your mouth and speak. You need to release your voice. You need to release your word of power. And I say we have to labor in prayers. We have to labor with our spiritual power and authority, and stop the evil and wickedness of these demons that are vowed to keep Africa poor and underdeveloped. That's what I'm saying. We need to put our attention to this. You cannot be joking around with this. When I started talking about it, some people think maybe oh, he doesn't have job, or like you need to know how important it is. Like, I have many things I'm doing. I'm still doing very important things. But I know this is even more important, because until you realize that your future is at stake about this, you not take it seriously. You don't know your future, that your generation is at stake. If you don't take this seriously, I tell you this, we need to take this seriously. Every African person, every black person on the planet Earth must take this very seriously. Because I tell you that your oppressors are not joking with us. You are joking with them, but they are not joking with you. If you are satisfied with the life you're living now, you're satisfied with just collecting peanuts and then be living wherever you're living, and then you think you're comfortable, and then that's all about your life, I'm sorry for you. I'm really sorry for you, because you're not even living 10% of your life. Because what are you doing? Just a mere money making machine. That's all you're doing there. That's all you're doing. Mere money making machine. But have you ever thought of living a life of significance? Have you ever thought of living a life of impact, a life of influence? Like, you need to be among your people. You need to have that freedom to live your life, to serve your people, to serve humanity. Not just some demonic agents that are vowed to keep Africa poor, and then they keep pushing Africa to their countries to come and serve them, to come and be their slaves. You see, and then they are giving you peanuts. No, we can't continue like this. That's why I keep raising this alarm to my fellow Africans and blacks all over the world. It doesn't even matter whether you are born in Africa or not. You see, whether you are born there or not, it doesn't matter. What is important is we all take this seriously. If you have the same skin that I have, if you are an African or you're a black person anywhere in the world, I tell you, we'll fight the same fight. We fight the same fight, and we must win this war. I tell you this, we must win this. And that is by we putting our attention to this. So let's labor spiritually. That's very important. We got to labor spiritually and fight these demons. I said we are crushing them. We are crushing them hard. Fight their thoughts. Every time Jesus, when it comes, and then those Pharisees and Sadducees, those demons in those days, and they'll be thinking in their mind, oh, who is this guy? Just saying all these things. In their mind, they'll be thinking how they will kill Jesus. Jesus will say, oh, why are you guys thinking this evil in your mind? Why are you thinking this thought in your mind? Right there, it will crush their thoughts. Right there in their thoughts, it will crush them, because it knows what they are thinking in their minds. You see, because it's always start with the thoughts. I said, let's destroy the evil thought that these guys have for Africa. Let's disunite them. Let's scatter them in their midst. Let's destroy their plans. Yes, release that word of power. Let's destroy their plans. Release the word of power in your mouth. Do not stop. Do not be quiet. Release the word of power in your mouth. Scatter all their plans. Yes. There's no distance in the spirit, so release that word of power. Always labor in the spirit to fight this evil and wickedness. Labor in the spirit to fight this evil and wickedness. Release that word of power and destroy all of their evil works and plans for Africa. Any plan, any agenda they've put together to keep colonizing Africa, destroy those plans. Destroy those plans. Release that word of power. Destroy those plans, and you will see the results. I tell you, they will be shocked. They will see things happening, but they will not know how things are happening. Things will be scattering for them. Things will just be going awkward for them. Will just be going abnormal for them, and they will not know how. They will not know how. They just say things are not working for them. Yes, we destroy their plans. All their evil agenda will destroy them, and we take away that power that they are using. We take away that power. We take away that power from them, and we shut down their brains. These demons, we shut down their brains. Their brains must start working against them. Anytime they have evil thoughts for Africa, we destroy those evil thoughts. We destroy those evil thoughts. We destroy those evil thoughts. Yes, they must not succeed. Anytime they have plans for Africa, they must not succeed. They must fight themselves. Fight must come in their midst. Fight must come in there. They must keep fighting themselves. These demons, they must keep fighting themselves. Yes, let war break out in their midst. Let them fight themselves. Demons, leave Africa alone, because Africa is on its path of progress and development, and nothing will ever stop us. If you've not heard that, you hear me now. Nothing will ever stop us. Please like and share this video. We are on this massive offensive. We must keep attacking these demons lest they come to our territory again. See how they are throwing wars and conflict and all these things to our land, giving our youth guns and drugs. See the evil they are doing to us, and then you want us to keep quiet. No, we're not going to keep quiet. We keep fighting these demons. So always release that word of power. Labor in the spirit. You're a Christian, you're a Muslim, I don't care who you are. Labor in the spirit and release this word of power and destroy all of their evil works and wickedness. And we surely see massive results on our continent and even in our community as black people all over the world. Alright, so thank you so much for watching this. Share this. Very important. Share this, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.